Hello. This video is all about these vacuum holders, vacuum adjustable shop vac hose holder. There you go. And I use these all the time. I got to start by saying, excuse the mixed format, portrait and landscape, but just bear with me. There's some fantastic information here. You'll love these things. I use them at the bandsaw, my edge sander, drill press, table saw, and router table. Super useful. I made a wood one and one out of metal, well, aluminium. So to use these in addition to your dust collection, these will give you a focused point of dust extraction. Yeah. All right, let's go. So I started with some chunks of aluminum and some round bar. Now, I don't have exact sizes, but really they just need to fit these lock line vacuum hose components, and I'll leave links in the description. All right, I lied. I decided to make some crude drawings, so here are some dimensions, and you can just pause the video or whatever. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. The cradles I cut, the aluminum anyway, at the bandsaw, and it cuts really easy, just a 1/4 inch blade. Then I made a couple of standoffs, drilled some holes in them, and tapped some threads. Of course, there are a number of ways that you could accomplish this. I have a lathe, so I use it whenever I can. But this could be done at a drill press. You could even do these by hand. It's nothing tricky. This is what you want to end up with. And then those standoffs with the tapped threads, we can attach to the cradles. I love little projects like this. It helps me refine my skills. And it doesn't take very long, but I like to take my time and make it look good, right? Now on this plate, I wanted to create a counter bore. Didn't really think of another way to do it. I guess you could use a router, maybe a shaper origin, but this worked well. And since I have a lathe, I chose to do it this way. Here I have a hole all the way through with a counter bore. This came out perfect. Now another way to do this is to use a countersink to match a countersunk type head on a machine bolt. Lots of ways to do things. Then I drilled a couple of outer holes, and these match the spread of the cradle. Took the aluminium cradle over to the drum sander and just further refined it. You know what I mean? Super easy. I didn't spend a lot of time, but I think I'm using 180 grit here just to smooth things up, get rid of any little burrs or nicks, make it uniform, I guess. Yeah. All right, this is fantastic. Let's go ahead and assemble this. We can take this base plate, I'll call it, and we can attach it to the mag switch, well, magnetic switch. It's not actually a mag switch brand. It's actually called a magnetic base. I got it off of Amazon. It was pretty inexpensive. Thought I'd try it, and it works really well. I'll leave a link to that in the description as well. And this is just a short bolt, 1/4 20. Get everything squared up and tighten that dude down. This cradle fits perfectly over that lock line hose. And technically all you need is that interior dimension. The outside you can make whatever you want. And those dimensions will be in the description as well. Or somewhere in this video, maybe I'll just make a quick diagram, which I did. You gotta, you know, those editors. Yeah, man, check it out. Fully adjustable. I know I'm a dork getting excited over something like this, but this thing works incredibly well. All right, and the plywood or wooden version. I made this one because, well, not everybody's going to have the capacity or capability of working with aluminum, although it is just like working with hard wood. But many people will be familiar with woodworking techniques. So this thing, it works exactly the same way. Check it out. That is awesome, right? Boom. Sandpaper on the bottom for a strong grip or better gription. Add the vacuum hose, and boom, you're ready to go. It's almost comical how much I get a kick out of using these because they work. I can position that attachment, that vacuum attachment anywhere I want, and it captures all that dust that my main vacuum or my main dust collection is not capturing. And of course, the finished metal version. Initially, I thought that the switch may get in the way because it's underneath the hose, but it's really no big shake. It works. And this one, it moves a little bit when I place it on something metal. It doesn't grab, doesn't have as much surface area as the wood one, but they both work well. Love, love, love this thing, or these things. So when my order came in, I had one of the adapters back ordered, and so here it is. And these dudes just slip in place. Of course, all of these things that I'm showing you, there will be links in the description. I think it'll snap on. Boom, there it is. That is awesome, yeah? So here at my edge sander, the main dust shroud is on the right side. And if I'm ever using, the left side or the left end, or even the drum like I have it shown here, then this thing is ideal for that. And a couple of close-ups of both versions. And of course, if you have any questions, just throw them in the comments. I try hard to respond to just about everything. The wood version, I made it large enough to where I could clamp it because here at my drill press, I don't use the drill press base, the metal base. Conventionally, you can see I have this platform above it. The metal version, when not in use, it snaps right on this. Dust extraction, it's pretty thick-walled pipe by Nordfab. Yeah, Nordfab. And boom, that dude lives right there. This other guy, my drill press is right by this exit door, and so I can just snap it right there. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Now, I'm telling you, make yourself a couple of these. You will use them all the time. Now, this was an excerpt from or a post on Instagram, so just kind of showing them in action. I wrote Google search there, but you can check the description for all the stuff that I used. Make yourself a pair of these, and you will thank me later. I promise. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining. If you've been around for a while, I absolutely appreciate your support. Now, let's get out there and make something awesome.